I'm Bobby Flay. Each week, one brave chef will try to take me down in my house. This culinary battle is gonna shake down in 2 rounds. Round 1, to get to me, 2 contenders have to go through each other using an ingredient of my choice. Let the games begin! 2 people that know me well will decide who's got the skills to beat me.
We got your number. You're going down.
Round 2, I go head-to-head with the winning contender. It's their turn to surprise me with their signature dish. That's what you brought here?
We have let the lion out of the cage.
Bring it on. Bottom line, everyone's out to beat me. All right, you guys gonna bring the noise tonight or what? Well, here to bring the pain are 2 hosts from Food Network's The Kitchen, Chef Jeffrey Zakarian and Katie Lee.
Coming for you.
A first contender with 40 years in the kitchen, she is a force to be reckoned with. Please welcome the executive chef of Chivo y Bebe, Linda Harrell.
Our next contender has been cooking his way through the Big Apple for over 30 years. Meet the executive chef of Gran Maurici Trattoria and Enoteca, Kenny Johnson.
I know you guys want to get to me, but first, you must go through each other. You'll have 20 minutes to make one ingredient the star of your dish. And that ingredient is fennel. Let's see what you can do. Ready? Go.
I'm going to make sautéed shrimp and fennel with an apple pancetta cream sauce.
I'm making a shaved fennel and olive salad with a tomato fennel coulis and seared red shrimp. 20 minutes is generally not enough time for any chef to do anything, but I'm gonna go full tilt boogie.
I realize I've got plenty of time left on the clock. Need any help over there, Kenny?
Say what? Yeah, I think I'm doing okay.
I like all this confidence in the kitchen.
Kenny, he put his shrimp in perfection time. I'm liking it.
I start the plate up to simple, rustic, and let the flavors speak for themselves.
1 minute.
I just put the coulis on a plate, the salad, the shrimp were done, right on cue, and a little drizzle of some finishing olive oil.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm looking at my plates, and I know that I did everything I could to prove that I have what it takes to beat Bobby.
Chefs, we're very excited to pick someone to beat the man standing in between you. It really pains us when he wins.
It's all gonna come down to what you did with this fennel. Linda, tell us about what you made.
Today I made sautéed shrimp and fennel with an apple pancetta cream sauce.
The pancetta and the fennel were really a marriage made in heaven. What you did with the apple really brightened the dish, but the shrimp's a little overcooked.
The fennel is cooked really nicely. It's got that great caramelization, but I think that this may have been more successful if tossed with the pasta to absorb that good sauce.
With all the cream that I used in that dish, it makes perfect sense that I should have used pasta. I had all that extra time left.
So, Kenny, what do we have here?
I did a shaved fennel salad with a tomato fennel coulis and red shrimp.
It's really light and bright and vibrant. And the shrimp was cooked really nicely, but there is a lot of oil in the dish.
The fennel sliced is delicious. It's nice that you have both raw and cooked. It really shows a good use of technique.
Thank you.
That being said, it reads a little greasy, but there's some really good flavors there.
It was just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil that I drizzled on the plate, but I feel pretty good about this.
The person we have chosen to go up against Mr. Bobby Flay is Chef Kenny.
Kenny, now you seem like a very cool customer in round 1. Does it change a little bit for round 2?
Absolutely. Now you're coming into my turf.
That's not what I was expecting.
This is my game now.
How's it gonna feel to be the loser, Bobby Flay?
All right, enough talk. What are we cooking?
My signature dish is meatballs.
Here put jalapenos on meatballs, Bobby.
Why not?
For fairness, we're gonna bring in 3 experts for a blind taste test.
You'll have 45 minutes. Time starts now.
You have less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Can you get out of here? Gotta go. So the plating, I'm gonna put some polenta on one side, then I'm gonna put the meatballs in the polenta.
1 minute.
We're down to no time. I add a little more cheese, put the bread.
I add sauce on top, and then the agrodolce on top of that, a little ricotta salata for saltiness. This is definitely a close one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job.
My dish is done. I love the way it looks. I have no doubt of my ability. I just don't know what he has on his plate. He's not an Iron Chef because he's a nice guy.
Kenny's presentation is more rustic, but Kenny knows how to make meatballs. I think I have a tough road here.
Chefs, as you know, we cannot taste this, so we have these incredible judges coming in to taste for us. First up, chef and restaurateur, Mr. Charlie Palmer. New York City food and wine writer, Tracy Weiss. And the co-owner of Rayo's Restaurant Group, the undisputed king of meatballs, Mr. Frankie Pellegrino Jr.
Just a reminder, this is a blind taste test, so start with the first meatballs in front of you.
It's delicious. The body of the marinara sauce is fairly nice, but I'm not fond of the texture of the meatball.
I do agree that the meatball texture itself was a little bit rough, but I really liked the spice of the whole meatball. I thought the hot was calmed down by the green olives. The polenta, I could take it or leave it.
I love the whole theme of this agrodolce. It kind of brings the dish together, but I would have to say I'm not a big fan of the currants. Maybe too sweet.
Judges, switch plates, and we'll start on the next plate of food.
I think the texture of the meatball is fantastic.
When I close my eyes and I imagine meatballs, this is the dish. I thought the mortadella brought a richness, but I didn't care for the polenta at all.
The texture of the meatballs, terrific, and I was fond of the crostini. However, the sauce needs some more seasoning.
I agree with that. But I didn't have the 2.5 hours to make that slow-cooked tomato sauce. From my point of view, I think I nailed it.
You have to pick a winner.
The judges don't like the texture of my meatballs, but I think they like the idea that I took a risk. But Kenny's meatballs are silky, they're rich, and they're responding really well to his.
The judges have made their decision, and the winner of meatballs is Chef Kenny Johnson!
I came in here super confident that I was going to beat Bobby, and I did it. It feels awesome.
Kenny's presentation is more cohesive, and your texture was terrific. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Kenny, you just beat Bobby Flay!
Yeah, baby! Yeah! I love you all.
That's the way to accept victory. I like that.
We beat Bobby Flay. Finally, I got a victory under my belt.